I took her yoga class and fell in love with yoga. So I started doing a lot of yoga, back to Dennis Prager's Mama, Dada, More. She only taught twice a week, and Robyn wants to do something every day. You know, you give a dog a bone and she just wants to, you know, run with it. So I thought, how can I do more of this style of yoga? I'll become a teacher. So I found a teacher training with Shiva Ray. She really empowers a lot of young teachers. It's not like it used to be 20, 30 years ago where you'd have to study with someone for 20 or 30 years, and then by the time you were 50 or 60 or 70 or 80, you'd get your passport to teach. She was really empowering teachers, young people, middle-aged people, to go out and teach what you know. And if you can stay authentic, even if only what you know fits under your fingernail, just teach that. She would say, you know, the BS gong rings the loudest when you try to talk about stuff that you don't know about. So I took her teacher training, and at the end of teacher training, we did some journaling, and I, of course, the reason I was taking the teacher training was so that I could teach. And at the end of the teacher training, we're journaling about where we might teach, and we did the teacher training at Sacred Movement in Venice. It's a beautiful studio if you ever get out there. And I know where I'm going to teach. I've already decided I'm going to teach at the dance studio. I'm going to teach at the dance studio right near my house because it's dark all day long. You know, the kids don't show up until 3 o'clock, so I thought, oh, I'm going to teach at the dance studio, and but when am I going to teach at the dance studio? So I raise my hand, and Shiva calls on me, and I say, you know, when can we start teaching? She's like, you'll start teaching when you're ready. So that kind of faster, harder, better girl showed up again. I'm like, I'm teaching tomorrow. So literally, it was within a couple weeks, I started teaching yoga 5 days a week at the local dance studio, and had moved to the beach, as I said, and my doctor is at Cedars-Sinai, which is, you know, in West LA. So with his supervision over a couple of years, we weaned me off of my medication, and I was doing lots of yoga. Yoga really changed my life, how I dealt with my life. I've been very blessed to have a loving husband and just wonderful children and a good family. But I can't say with all honesty that I actually was handling my stress very well. I understand females way better than I understand males, and I, you know, have 3 sons, I'm married to a man, and a lot of my life felt stressful. Like I really didn't know how to deal with them as best as I could. And I love my children, they know I do, but I didn't have one boy who would sit and color or sit and play with trucks. They had to like ram the trucks into each other, and I didn't have anybody who was, you know, calm. I used to drive a big Suburban, and I would put one in the front seat, one in the middle seat, and one in the way back, and then I would wear earplugs, just take the decibel down just a few. I could still hear them, but I couldn't hear just the, you know, you're blinking at me, you're looking in my direction, and I would get mad and angry because they couldn't get along. So anyway, yoga, the teachings of yoga, really helped me deal with being a human. You know, how to deal with patience, how to cultivate concentration, how to focus, how to use my words so they were important, how to listen to myself, how to listen to my internal, you know, intuition. And what's so fabulous about it is that the yoga asanas, the yoga poses, they keep your body fit, they keep you strong, so that you can do those things that you want to do. You can walk your dog, and you can go snow skiing, and you can go mountain climbing, and you can go downhill racing, and you can go for long walks, and you can swim, and man, I could just go on. You know, yoga is good for everybody and every athlete and every person on the planet, whether you're sitting in a chair or you're bound to a chair. You can use your arms, you can use your breath, or if you're like a professional athlete. So yoga is really for everybody, and I want to share it with just about as many people as I can. And I can reach out to you through my videos. Go to your local Y. Find a studio that you love, and just start sampling. Finding a good studio that's a fit for you is a lot like finding a friend. You kind of know it when you found her. You know it when you found him. There's just something that clicks. But with that, I will tell you that one of my I had my studio in LA for 2 years, and before that I taught in the dance studio for 5. So my combined 7 years of teaching in LA. My most avid student, she came like 5 days a week. She told me a secret at some point. She said, I didn't like your first yoga class. I'm like, well, why'd you come back? She said, well, I was supposed to go with a friend, and my friend, spaced on me, and she didn't come, so I had to come back with her the second time. And I fell in love with yoga on my second yoga class. So I will say to you, if you don't like it the first time, go back. If you don't like it the second time, try a different studio. And just keep going back. Find those couple of things that keep you coming back, which reminds me of my golf game. I played just good enough golf to make me want to play again. So I can hit the ball, strike the ball a bunch of times, into the water, into the beach, OB, OB, and then I'll have like this awesome hit. Then it's good enough for me. So just keep going back to the mat and find out what you love about yoga. The icing on the cake of this story is that I no longer have rheumatoid arthritis. It has completely been eradicated and escorted out of my being. Kind of a quick timeline. Acquired it in '93, started yoga in '99, started doing a lot of yoga in '99, started changing the way I was dealing with my life, my emotions, weaned myself off of all medication. And I have to do a little bit of guessing here, but I'm guessing it's around 2004. I was completely off of all medication, teaching a lot. One morning, my students are laying in final resting pose, and before they really get into their shavasana, we are discussing, or I'm discussing, the qualities of being able to pull the weeds in your garden. Pull the stress weeds in your garden every day. And if you can maintain the stress, manage the stress, then you can manage your life. And I realized, wow, I'm actually pretty good at managing the stress in my life. And rheumatoid arthritis had no chance to work in me anymore. And it's really it's really the only thing that I can add up. If you don't know me, I'll tell you, I'm a bit of a cynic. If someone tells me, hey, do this, and that'll happen, I'm like, really? Where'd you get your sources? I call my husband, Eddie the Answer Man, because I'm always asking him, where'd you hear that? And how do you know that? And how do you do that? And I want to know the answers to things. So, after I had tried through 99, 93, all the way up into 2004, I tried lots of good things. Biofeedback, acupuncture, acupressure, massage, therapy. Then I thought, maybe I'm allergic to something. Maybe my allergies spiked this rheumatoid in me. So I went and I started singling out foods and wheat and dairy and gluten and wine and all these kinds of things, and you know, nothing made a difference in my life except for the my commitment to my practice, my commitment to put everything aside, no matter how busy I am, and to get on that mat every day. And that's my proof. My proof of healing is in my practice, and it's also on paper because I've been x-rayed and blood work has been taken, and it's no longer here. So I would really like to share that. Maybe this part of this video will go viral on the web, and people can call me and call me in Sarasota, email me, come to Sarasota, and I'll share with you, you know, more of my story and how it can help you. This doesn't stop here. You know, I monitor it every day. I will tell you, I had one flare-up, rheumatoid arthritis flare-up, and that was in 2007. I'd already been pain-free and med-free for a couple of years when I opened my studio in LA. And, you know, it was a big deal for me, you know. I'd never owned my own business. You know, I had never ran a business other than my household. And I had one flare-up, and I went, whoa. You know, I kind of shut it down. I put my notebook away. I didn't answer anybody's phone calls, and I just shut it down for a couple of days, and it resolved itself. And then, 2009, me and my husband decided we're going to move across the country. We move his business, we move our children, and I'm really proud to tell you that I haven't had any flare-ups at all. So I count my blessings. I get on my knees and pray, and I'm just doing and continue the good work that I'm doing for myself. And just like whenever you find something good that you like, you want to share it with the people that you love. And I want to share it with people I love, and the people that want to discover what I love about Vinyasa Flow Yoga. Find what you like, and it'll start to work for you. With all the light in me greets the light in you. Namaste. Thanks for watching.